recover. The distance between them closes once again. The sudden shock of the venom. The balance of the battle has changed. Across the African desert, survival often depends on a single step. One step in the right direction may lead to food.
One step in the wrong direction may become the last. As the morning sun begins to warm the endless sand, the desert appears almost lifeless.
A gentle breeze carries loose grains across the open ground, while silence stretches as far as the eye can see.
Vosmits. A spitting cobra glides effortlessly across the hot sand. Its body leaves a winding trail behind it as it searches the desert with it.
There is no sign of urgency, no wasted energy. Every motion is controlled, as though the snake already... Not far away, a meerkat clan emerges from its burrow. One by one, they spread across the desert in search of food. Heads stay low to the ground as tiny paws dig through loose sand, each member focused on finding the next meal. For the moment, everything appears routine.
Then, something changes. One young meerkat wanders a little farther than the others, only a few cautious...
The rest of the clan continues searching, completely unaware that one of their own has drifted toward a danger. The cobra continues forward. The meerkat does the same. Neither one realizes how close the other has become. Then, they stop. For one brief moment, the desert falls perfectly still. The meerkat lifts its head. The cobra raises the front of its body. The next decision either one makes could determine which of them walks away from this encounter, and which one never leaves. The vast desert, so empty only moments ago, now seems to hold its breath. The young meerkat freezes where it stands.
Only a few feet away, the spitting cobra has stopped as well. Neither animal expected this meeting, yet now both understand exactly what stands before them.
The cobra slowly lifts the front of its body higher above the sand. Its hood spreads wide, transforming its slender shape. It doesn't need to. The display alone is enough to announce that every step closer carries enormous risk.
The meerkat doesn't run. Instead, it lowers its body until it is almost touching the ground. Its front paws spread slightly.
Every muscle tightens, every movement becomes smaller, more deliberate. Both animals are watching, waiting, searching for the smallest mistake. The distance between them remains unchanged. The cobra sways gently from side to side, never taking its eyes off its opponent. The meerkat follows every movement with complete focus, adjusting its stance ever so slightly without breaking eye contact. Attack, only two survivors measuring each other with remarkable patience. One depends on venom, the other depends on speed. Neither advantage matters until the first move is made. Seconds stretch into what feels like minutes. The tension grows heavier with every moment they remain locked together. Neither one is willing to surrender the ground beneath them. Neither one turns away. Then, without warning, the silence is shattered. The cobra launches forward with explosive speed. At exactly the same instant, the meerkat springs into action. The fight they both tried to avoid has finally begun. A short distance away. Sand sprays into the air as the attack closes the gap between them in the blink of an eye. But the meerkat is already moving. With a quick leap to the side, it narrowly avoids the first strike. The cobra's head slices past its target, missing by only inches, before immediately pulling back into a defensive position. The cobra keeps its hood fully spread, swaying as it tracks every movement of its opponent. It refuses to give the smaller animal a chance to approach safely. The meerkat circles carefully. Its body stays low to the sand, never remaining in one place for more than a second. It's an opening while staying just outside the snake's reach. Neither animal has gained the advantage. The cobra attacks again. The meerkat darts backward just in time. Again the snake lunges. Again the meerkat escapes by the smallest margin. Dust rises around them with every burst of movement. The desert floor becomes a blur of twisting scales and lightning-fast footsteps. What seemed like an empty stretch of sand only moments ago has turned into a battlefield where every decision must be perfect. The cobra continues to press forward, refusing to surrender its ground. The meerkat answers every attack with speed, never allowing the snake to corner it. For a moment, the balance remains almost perfect. Predator and opponent strike and escape, attack and retreat. Neither one is willing to give in. But the cobra still holds one deadly weapon that it hasn't fully used yet, and in the next few seconds, the entire fight is about to change. A second, its body remains raised high above the sand, hood fully spread, eyes fixed on the meerkat that has escaped every strike so far.
Instead of lunging forward again, the snake suddenly snaps its head toward its opponent. A spray of venom bursts through the air.
The attack comes so quickly that the meerkat has almost no time to react. It tries to twist away, but it is too late. The venom reaches its target. The meerkat jerks backward as pain forces it to stumble across the hot sand. Its careful rhythm disappears in an instant. The meerkat jerks backward as pain forces it to stumble across the hot sand. Its careful rhythm disappears in an instant. For the first time since the encounter began, its movements lose their precision. The cobra immediately senses the opportunity.
Recover. The distance between them closes once again. The sudden shock of the venom. The balance of the battle has changed.
To give up. Even as it retreats, it keeps facing the snake, watching every movement and refusing to turn its back on the danger standing before it. But surviving alone is becoming harder with every passing second. Then, a sharp cry suddenly cuts through the desert.
The alarm call echoes across the open sand. It is loud, urgent, and impossible to ignore. Far beyond the battlefield, the rest of the clan hears the warning. Heads lift, bodies stop.
Within seconds, every meerkat knows that one of their own is in trouble, and from every direction, help is already racing toward the fight.
From every direction, members of the meerkat clan race toward the sound. Moments earlier, they had been scattered across the desert, searching for food. Now, every bit of attention is fixed on one place. One of their own is in danger. The injured meerkat never looks away from the cobra. Methods. It continues backing across the sand, buying precious seconds, while the snake presses forward, still searching for the is already running out of time. The first meerkat reaches the scene.
Without hesitation, it rushes toward the snake, forcing the cobra to shift its attention away from its original opponent. Within seconds, the lonely confrontation has become something entirely different. The cobra is no longer facing a single meerkat. The snake raises its hood once again, turning from one attacker to the next. Every movement around it demands an immediate response. The cobra twists rapidly, trying to keep every opponent in sight. But the meerkats never stay in one place for long.
Instantly jumping back out of reach. The attacks never come from the same direction twice.
The battle becomes a constant blur of movement. Dust swirls into the air, sharp warning calls ring across the desert.
The snake continues fighting with everything it has, refusing to surrender even while surrounded. For a while, neither side can gain complete control.
The clan has strength in numbers. The cobra still has speed, venom, and determination. The struggle is far from over. The nearest meerkat leaps out of danger. But every successful defense lasts only a moment.
As soon as one meerkat retreats, another rushes in from a different direction. Pressure never stops. The injured meerkat, now joined by its family, no longer has to face the cobra alone. While the others keep the snake occupied, it gradually regains its position within the moving circle, watching carefully for another chance to help. The struggle continues without pause.
The cobra spins toward one attacker. Another appears behind it.
It strikes again. The target escapes almost instantly. A different meerkat darts forward, forcing the snake to change direction once more. Again and again, the battle swings back and forth. At one moment, the cobra seems ready to break through the circle. A second later, the clan closes the gap once more.
No side is able to hold the advantage for long.
Dust hangs in the air. Sharp warning calls echo across the sand. The cobra's strikes remain dangerous, but each attack demands more effort than the last. The constant need to defend every direction leaves the snake with almost no opportunity to rest. The meerkats, meanwhile, never stop moving. They refuse to crowd together. They refuse to attack all at once. Instead, they keep forcing the cobra to react over and over again, never allowing it to focus on a single opponent for more than a heartbeat. Minute after minute, the fight grinds on. Neither side backs away. Neither side surrenders. But even the fiercest defender cannot fight forever. Almost too slowly to notice, the cobra's movements begin to lose a little of their speed. The balance of the battle is starting to change once again. The cobra is still standing, its hood is still spread, its eyes remain fixed on the moving circle surrounding it. But something is different now. The powerful bursts of speed that dominated the beginning of the battle are becoming harder to maintain. The clan notices. Without rushing forward recklessly, the meerkats continue exactly as they have from the beginning. Every movement demands more energy. Every second becomes more exhausting than the last. The once powerful predator now spends more time reacting than attacking. Its strikes become less frequent. The hood that once seemed so intimidating now wavers with every movement. Each turn comes a little slower. The cobra has fought until it has nothing left to give. Slowly, the movement stops. The danger that had frozen the desert only minutes before is finally gone. The meerkats have prevailed. For a brief moment, the clan remains alert, watching carefully to make sure the fight is truly over. Only then do they move closer. In the African desert, survival leaves little room for hesitation. Nothing that can provide life is allowed to go to waste. The cobra that moments ago stood as a deadly threat now becomes something entirely different. Its flesh becomes food for the victorious clan. The battle has ended, but the story of survival is still continuing. The desert grows quiet once again.
The fierce struggle that only moments ago filled the air with movement and warning calls is finally over. The Cobra, which only a short time earlier faced the clan with raised hood and deadly venom, can fight. For the meerkats, there is no celebration, there is only survival. Without hesitation, they begin feeding. In this harsh landscape, every opportunity matters. Nothing that can provide strength is left behind. The flesh of the defeated Cobra becomes food for the clan, helping them continue another day in a place where every meal must be earned. As what cannot be eaten remains on the desert floor, bones slowly return to the sand, becoming part of the same landscape where the battle first began. Soon, there is little evidence that the encounter ever happened. The wind moves across the dunes once more. The silence returns, and somewhere beyond the horizon, another Cobra continues its journey. Another meerkat clan again, shaped by danger, survival, and the constant struggle for another sunrise. Here, life and death are never separated for long. One life ends, another continues, and beneath the endless African sky, the cycle carries on, just as it always has.